Yalang isya sila, yala, diara, to spitlara.
Amen.
Realo aga, redilian si quiz. Taga Bohol ramay mga naningog. Sa mga, namin panultihon nga nagaingon, nga kana kuno imong pangayo ag katahuran nga dili mo tingog, mga engkanto kuno na. Mga engkanto ta. Uy, mga engkanto ta. So, di man di ay, so mayong buntag ka na tong tanan. Wala ito kasabot sa iskaya. Brothers and sisters, every person in this world has a different calling. Or maybe they are choosing to perform a different task. Some of them are called to be a teacher, an engineer, a pilot. Pilot sa lubi ang uban. Ang uban gitawag nga mahimong tikuag kurente, say tawag nyo doon, electrician, jobboard, o uban pa. Some of them are called not having a profession, but they are happy and living abundantly. We all believe that we seminarians, mga igsoon, nagipili ta sa atong taksa-taksa ka mga diocese o gipadala diri sa seminaryo aron nga motubag sa panawagan sa atong simbahan nga may mahimong pari sa umaabot. We are choosing and we are called to be a messenger of God's gospel in order to spread His good news. Our gospel for this morning tells us something about how Jesus chose His 12 apostles. Iyang gipili kining maong 12 ka apostolis aron nga makikuban niya sa iyang mga ministriya ug aron ipadala aron sa pagsangyaw sa pulong sa Dios. Before ta nagsulod diri sa seminaryo mga igsoon, maybe we have questioned ourselves whether God is really calling us or not. We have examined our conscience, our life, our emotion, and everything, until we have come to a realization that God have called us to be His faithful believers. So here we are in this training ground to be formed, informed, and to be transformed by our dear formators with our quest to help others to achieve the salvation. We are trained to perform what a minister should do in order to bring the gospel or to propagate the good news to everyone, thus making them to transform their lives by the very message of God. Now, brothers and sisters, let me give you 5 things on how Jesus is preparing us in the ministry of our church as a future priest. 5 ha? So, pwede pa tayo mga tuog diha. Yan ang matay ni kumana ko. First, Jesus calls us. We are going to hear a call of Jesus in our heart. There is going to be this tug toward knowing Him, learning Him, and wanting to be like Him. We are going to feel the thrill from the words towards wanting something different that only Jesus can give. This is how Jesus is calling us. In verse 13 of our gospel this morning, brothers and sisters, says, Jesus went up on a mountain and called out the ones who He wanted to go with Him. And they came to Him. Before Jesus called out the 12, He spent a night in prayer. Mark tells us that Jesus went up on a mountain. Furthermore, Luke describes this event when he gives us more details. Luke chapter 6 verse 12, which goes this way. Jesus went up on a mountain to pray, and He prayed to God all night. At daybreak, He called together all of His disciples and chose 12 of them to be apostles. Remember, brothers and sisters, that all important decisions should always be bathed in prayer. Jesus always prays before making actions. Like Jesus, before we make any decision in life, we spend time talking to God about it. We seek His wisdom, His will, everything we want to do. Never get in a hurry about life-changing decisions. After Jesus spent the night in prayer, we are told that he called out the ones he wanted to go with him. He called out these simple people. These 12 men were nothing special about their resume. These men were all different personalities, different backgrounds, different religious upbringing, different skills, different strengths and weaknesses. Yet, they were all chosen to serve Jesus in a unique, special way. Like us mga igsoon, before ta nagsulod diri sa seminaryo, kalinlain ta kanan, pero gipili gihapon ta sa atong tagsa-tagsa ka mga diocese aron ipadala diri. This I think will give us hope and chance to serve without hesitation. That we do not need to be a Bible scholar. We don't need to know all the answers. We don't need to be super righteous and devoted for Jesus to use us in His mighty ways, because we are all called to serve Him. We are all called to serve God and His people despite of our status and background in life.